joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Canada with it. Pass to Pow. The three. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. Here's Wheeler. Jordan, Canada with the steal. And that one drops.
And the crazy speed of Canada coming in handy in transition. Love watching her run the floor.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball, and I think they really got to clean it up if they want to win this game.
You know, it's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Jones outside. Pow. Pass to Hillman. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Cooper. Another shot. Green with the rebound. Now Pow. And there's a pick to the inside. Here's Hillman. That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Timeout called the Sparks. Fourth quarter now, we're just about a minute and a half in. Pass to Cooper. Now Atkins. 6 to shoot. Now Cooper. That's the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Reiner. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Reiner shows the ability to power through contact. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes the traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Pass to Reese.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Los Angeles Sparks, Angel Reese.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Atlanta in the lead. Canada with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. And the shot is good.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up now. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
Outside Atkins. Back to Clark. Out to the wing. Here's Cooper. Knocks down the 3 ball.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Now here's Canada. Shoots the 3. Reiner with the rebound.
Well, they're winning despite her errant shooting.
Atkins guarded by Jones. And here's Atkins. Reiner with the screen. Clark outside. Another 3 for the Sparks.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Since halftime, this has really become an intense ballgame.
The effort we're seeing from both sides has been phenomenal. I'm locked in.
Here's Pow Pow for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Clark with it. Pass to Griner. 5 to shoot. Reese. Ariel Atkins on the wing. Got a piece of it. But she recovers it. Clark outside. Second shot opportunity. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Cooper. Clark outside. Got her with the pump fake, just couldn't finish. And here's Canada. Pow Pow the screen. Outside Canada. Jones, defended by Atkins. Shots good by Jones.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Here's Clark. Pass to Griner. They double team Brittany Griner. And the ball out of play. The dream will happen.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
And Atlanta has possession. 2-point game. Here's Howard. The 3. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Jones.
Not everything fell for them in the first half, and now they're beginning to hit their stride. It's making the game more interesting, and I like that.
Yeah, and we love offense, and they're heating up and are looking to build on this lead.
Timeout called the Sparks. Clark. Outside Wheeler. Ogumake. Pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Over Canada. And she gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
Now Jones. From deep, Alicia Gray. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
To the right side. Outside Wheeler. Brink. She's covered by Hamby. And stolen by Canada. Lays it in off the breakaway.
They only made 35% of their shots in the first half, but they're slowly getting into a groove here in the second.
Outside Wheeler. Back to Clark. From deep. Inside. Howard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Shot from the wing. And it's Gray missing. Shot's good by Ogumake.
Mentally strong in the game's biggest moments. You know, that's why coaches have so much trust in Ogumake.
Out to Howard. Hamby up top. Let's go with a 3. It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
Well, you know, she's just going to keep bearing those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better, got to be closer in.
Kay outside. Pass to Brink. And they double up Cameron Brink. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. Three on the clock. Now Clark puts it up. Can't connect from long distance. Canada with it. Guarded now by Wheeler. Gray outside. Ambia screen. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Howard. Gray. To the paint. Here's Jones. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Great communication between teammates there.
And they're desperately trying to get back in this game.
And with very little time to spare.
Outside Wheeler. Clark, guarded by Canada. Clark outside. Back to Wheeler. The three ball. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark. The Dream on offense. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. Amby. Clock at 6. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Shot's good by Clark. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Sparks. Brittany Griner.
And she commits the intentional foul.
Sparks foul. Clark. Second.
She hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Dream. Jordan, Canada. 2 shots.
And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game.
There they are, fans. Your Los Angeles Pacers.
Three off the inbound. Nails the triple. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Dream. Alicia Gray. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 7-point ball game. The Sparks call timeout. What's your take, guys?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Brittany Griner. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Dream. De'Erica Hamby. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. She's got one more, though. And she can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the villains here.
I sense that too. They really did feed off all the negative energy this crowd was directing at them. They turned it around and used it to motivate them to close out the win.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.